Hi everybody, I'm Lori Townsend. I'll be your instructor for CIS100 computer applications this fall. I'm very excited. I love to play around in Office, so I hope you do too. I wanted to make an orientation because online classes are sometimes disorienting for students, and I wanted to try and give you a leg up. Now you can see it says here on my menu, Spring 19 Orientation. That's because I'm recording the fall right now, so that'll be replaced before you see the class. Okay, your home page will be the announcements page. It'll show you any announcements. I usually post at least one announcement a week, letting you know things that are going on. You'll see there's some old updates in there. For some reason they came over when I copied the course. Just ignore them. Just look at the top ones. It'll put the important ones at the top. So this is your things to get started. Make sure you're checking your T-Wolves email account. Any correspondence from me will be delivered there, as well as a copy of these announcements to try and keep you on track. Also, if you email me, say on a Monday asking a question, please don't wait till Friday to check for the response. I usually I almost always respond within 24 hours. So it's much easier to have a conversation about what's wrong when we keep the conversation going. Okay? So obviously the orientation you already found. Let's take a look at the course information, which is basically your syllabus. Oh, there's me. It'll open the document in a program called Dropbox. I use it so you can access it. It'll ask you if you want to make an account. You do not have to make an account. That's the wrong picture. The textbook's there, so I will have to take a look at that one. SAM is required for this course. I wanted to look at something really quick on the other screen. Let me just check real quick. Nope. There's a 2-week free trial, so there's no reason to get started right away in case you're waiting on financial aid for some reason. But you definitely need to have SAM at least. And you can get SAM through the class, and I'll show you how if that's what you want. If you're taking advantage of Cengage Unlimited, they have a thing where for $120 you can get all your textbooks that they publish. So if you paid $120 for your history book per se, you can get my book basically for free. So keep that in mind. Oh, I moved my phone. Sorry about that. It just made connection with my phone, so I was trying to sync it. Okay, so there's no prerequisites for this course. Basically, we're going to cover a little bit of computer hardware and the Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access programs. Access is very powerful. Most people don't know it very well, and they say that's where the money is. So let's keep going down here. There's the programs or the course objectives. You can go through and read them. There's my grade distribution. I don't give mine. It says I think if you earn a B, you should get a B, not under a B. So if you are taking this course SU, you have to have a 70 or better to get an S. I recommend taking a W over a U because a U says I failed. A W says I withdrew from some reason. Okay, so 70% is your training and exams, 20% is your reflections, and there's a computer hardware assignment that is 10%. So we'll look at the due dates. You can expect me to log in, go through and read this, please. And helpful hints there's a bunch of them. So your next steps are to read through this information that I just showed you, then go to the icebreaker and introduce yourself to your classmates, and then you respond to your classmates as well, and then try to get familiar with the course and get logged into SAM as soon as possible. Okay, there's a course FAQ. There's a link over here in the quick links menu as well. Whenever I get asked the question, usually 2 or 3 times, I will post it in here thinking it'll help somebody. So before you email me, make sure you check here as well. You might get a quicker answer. Okay. Where's all the work? Well, it's in the learning modules. We're going to take a look at that. Where's SAM? There's a link from the tools, but you can link out to the assignments right in the learning modules. We're going to look at that. Students will ask me where's their product code. It usually comes wrapped with your book from the bookstore. If you bought it elsewhere, you have to make sure that SAM, not SimNet, SAM was included in your purchase. It's necessary. Can you check my assignments? Just look and see if you see a grade in Blackboard. If you see a grade in Blackboard, I've got it. Where do I find the due dates? Use the calendar link. I'm having a problem with SAM. Usually you have to call their support and there's the information to contact them. Do you have to have Office or Windows for this? No, because it simulates the programs. You just need to have the program that we're going to use. You have a reflection that's due for each module. Basically, it's to tell me I loved it, I hated it, I see how great it is, I have ideas of what I can do with it. That kind of information I want you to reflect on it in post. But I don't accept reflections late because they're basically a discussion. So once people have moved on, it doesn't always work. I have a Mac. Can I use this? I get asked this all the time, and unfortunately I don't. Well, you can. It is made to work on Macs, first of all, but I can't replicate any issue that you're having because I don't have a Mac. So often you will have to call their support for support because I cannot assist you, unfortunately. The only downfall. Okay, so there's the icebreaker discussion. There's a link to support, and if you're using the CIS Unlimited, Cengage Unlimited, you would click there. Now over here on the calendar, on the left menu, there was a link for it, but here's the calendar, so we'll just go in it. And like I said, documents will open in Dropbox. Don't worry about it. So you have a hardware assignment. It's located here in Blackboard. It's due September 1st, so make sure you get working on that as soon as possible. And then basically you have a chapter due every week or so until we finish up. Just the reflection is due December 8th. Okay, so going back to Blackboard. There's the email link. If you have to contact me, you can email me from there if you don't already have my email address. There's lots of help here, so make sure you take advantage of it if you need it. Please reach out. The help is there. You just need to reach out. Okay, the reflections are basically another discussion. You'll see the icebreaker there. Oh, I've got some discussion posts, old posts I have to delete out, but I'll take care of that in a minute. And there's your reflections. For some reason they're in here twice, and I'll take care of that too. Okay, so here's the learning modules. That's where most of the work is contained. We already looked at the course information folder. So here's the Word folder. It's due on September 29th. There are specific due dates like we just looked at, but we move on from Word and Module 1 after that date. Make sense? Okay. So here's the hard drive assignment. That's due September 1st, so make sure that you get on that quite soon, please. And here is this is extra stuff that I think might be interesting to you, but they are not required. Nothing here is required. Then when I scroll down, I'll see my reflection, and then see these little blue flowery looking things. I don't know what they are. But those tell me that's from SAM, and I just click. When you click on that for the first time, it'll ask you to register for the program, and do you have a code to register? So this is where, if you want to buy the code directly from the publisher, you do not need to have a book. Do that here, and then it opens the assignment. So here's my Word Training 19, because it's a new version of Office. And you just hit launch and it takes you through the question. Okay, so it's pretty easy. It'll walk you through doing it, then it'll ask you to do it, and then there's an exam as well to do it with. So let's close out of this. So I see that it was Word Training 1, and then after that, look at Word Training Exam. Okay, so each one has a partner. Okay, your grades are listed here. Make sure that your grades come over from SAM, but there's no reason why they shouldn't, but you can see them there in that point exam. Okay. Okay, well, that's about it. I'm here to help you. Make sure you ask me if you have any questions. And again, the preferred way to get in contact with me is email, because I respond very quickly. Here's to a great semester. Good luck, and don't forget, I'm here.